Hi everyone, welcome to my reading. Today our topic is how you can manifest your soulmate connection. A while ago, actually not so long ago, I did a reading with the topic of when and how you will come into union with your soulmate or twin flame or counterpart, whatever you resonate with. But I'm gonna do today's reading anyway, even though it's similar, because it's suggested by tarot itself, and there is a difference between the past reading and today's reading because the reading that we did a while ago focused on the time frame of things and what has to happen on your part and their part for you to come into union with them. But today we are going to be taking things into our own hands. We will be looking at what we can actively and intentionally do in order to go towards that person so we can meet them on our own terms whenever we are ready. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to today's groups. I'm using found objects in my room to help you guys pick your group today. Group 1, you have a handheld mirror. Group 2, you have a Rubik's Cube. I am still working on how to solve this thing without looking at, the manual. Group 3, you have what was once a tea leaf container, and now it's just a tin box with some stationary objects in it. Yeah, if you have chosen your groups already, let's get started with the reading. Hi group 1s, welcome to your reading. Let's get started by shuffling the cards, and please keep in mind the question of how you can manifest your soulmate or twin flame or counterpart, whatever name you resonate with. I am using a Claude Monet deck, by the way. It's something I found online recently and sort of a housewarming gift to myself. Oh, by the way, for the first part of this reading, we will be looking at your energy and their energy and look at how you can go towards them. So I will sort of be interpreting the cards chronologically. On this side, it represents you and them on the other side. I will just be taking one card for you and their energy for now. Your card is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so all of the images on these cards are Claude Monet paintings. And this card says balance, duality, adaptation at the bottom. Let's look at the card for their energy. They have a lot of cards, but let's just take this one. They have the Ace of Cups with emotions, new feelings, and intuition. I feel like right away they are very ambitious people. They want to do a lot in their life, and they're sort of busy with many projects that they've started already. However, I do feel like they are someone who's good at starting things, not necessarily following through with things, but they're very curious, very passionate, very creative people. Possibly artists or people who work in the media, people who can take on side projects. So I feel like they aren't the kind of people in conventionally very demanding careers where they can't focus on anything else. So for example, not doctors or lawyers, even though they can also do side jobs, but I think it's just less likely for them to be doctors or lawyers or people whose work is extremely demanding. They enjoy a lot of spontaneity and freedom, and they like to travel to places. They like the idea of just backpacking across the country, being able to pack up their life and go wherever they want on a whim or on a very short notice. On your side, you have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are very you cater a lot to that person, or you will cater a lot to that person once you already know them, and your lifestyle is already very flexible. You might have side jobs too, and your work probably isn't something that require you to be at a fixed space in a fixed time all the time. So you have that freedom to pack up your desk too, pack up your things and work from wherever you want. and also take on whatever project you feel like. I think I want to lay 3 cards down in the middle, representing what you can do in order to meet them. You have the Queen of Pentacles with femininity and home and practicality at the bottom. Let's take 2 more. Ace of Swords with clarity, focus, and breakthrough. And the last one is the Tower with destruction, danger, and disaster. Don't fear the Tower though. It's actually a very great sign that it comes right before you meet that person, because the Tower usually represents the breakthrough moment, the moment where we intentionally decide to change whatever we have to change in our life so we can welcome in something new. The Tower is always, well, I guess if not always, then for most of the time, it's voluntary. It's voluntary change that we create in our life. Whereas the Death card, if you guys are familiar with tarot, I feel like that card has a more involuntary and subconscious feeling to it. The kind of change that comes from the Death card is usually, it usually starts on a subconscious or unconscious level, whereas the Tower is physical changes that you initiate in your life. Oh, I think I want to just show you these cards closer up so you can see the paintings. You have a darker palette overall in your spread. You guys have a lot of earth energy and feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're actually biologically or you identify as female, because feminine energy is in all of us, and so is masculine energy. I just feel like for your group, at least in this moment, the energy of femininity and earth is very dominant. I think you've already been on very intense quests, very intense self-explorations and spiritual transformations. You've asked the questions of how I can improve, what do I really want in this life, a lot. You've spent a lot of effort to get to know yourself and to change whatever has to change in order for you to live the kind of flexible but also balanced life that you're currently living. I think you guys aren't scared of people's shadow side, and you don't have the expectation of well, the person I love has to satisfy every one of my desires. They have to be exactly how I want them to be. You can allow them to be imperfect, and you're not going to judge them for that. You will be able to make them feel very accepted and very much loved when they're with you. As for how you can manifest that person, what you can actively do and change in your life in order to meet them, there is a strong message about reorganizing your foundation or building your foundation exactly the way you wanted. This foundation can refer to your home environment, or in a more metaphorical sense, when we think of the foundation of a person, we would think about their education, their job, where they live, and that sort of thing, as well as skills that they have. I think you're supposed to pay a lot of attention to any education that you want to get and skills that you want to have. Put attention and effort into acquiring those things. I think you're supposed to be established in your purpose, your mission, or your passion before you meet that person. That's a strong message coming out of the Queen of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. You're supposed to be doing something that brings you a lot of clarity. Like, you should wake up every morning feeling clear about what you want to achieve in this life, and clear about how you can achieve it. I think the Tower, the change that the Tower refers to, is to change your life around your purpose or mission, and change your foundation, change your home environment, your work situation, whatever You have to change in order to pursue your passion or purpose in the best way that you can. I think that's going to initiate the sequence of events that will bring you to that person. Okay, so we've talked about some external changes that have to happen. I think I want to look at some internal changes and transformations, because I do feel like you are going through some inner transformation already. Yeah, and I think there are probably some helpful messages from the cards for your inner transformation. I'm just going to take 3 cards. First, you have the Strength card with power, self-belief, and courage at the bottom. And your second card is, quite a few cards came out, the Two of Swords with decision, choice, and stalemate. And I'm going to take this card as your third card, which is the High Priestess. Let me show you a closer look. I have no idea what these paintings are, but they're all gorgeous. Your inner transformation that you have to do is the practice of confidence, because confidence is practiced. I feel like people just take it for granted, or people will tell each other to just be confident, as if we can just suddenly be confident if we aren't already. Confidence really has to be practiced starting from little things. So as an example, if you like to sing like in your spare time, or if you just like to hum melodies as you do other chores or other things, then whenever you are singing, give yourself the encouragement of, I sound good, I love the way I sing, and my singing is beautiful. Start with very little things. It can be small habits that you already do. For example, if you cook, then every time you eat the dish that you cook, give yourself an encouragement about how good your cooking is. I think your group really has to learn to be confident about your vision, about your decisions. It's a good practice to, whenever you make a decision, not to doubt it. Even though you fear that it could be wrong. Of course it could be wrong. We never know for sure if our decisions are the right ones before we actually follow them and see what happens, right? I feel like your group might have the habit of taking self-doubt too far. It seems that you already know what your purpose is, what your passion is, and what you have to change physically in your environment in order to pursue that passion, what programs you have to apply to, what education you have to get, what skills you have to acquire. I feel like you're holding yourself back a little bit from that because you're not sure if that's what you really want to do. But I think it is. You know what your purpose is. You know what your passion is. So please don't doubt yourself on that. Claim your purpose. Claim your passion. And follow through. That's going to lead you on the series of events towards that person. And finally, I want to be looking at time frames for when you can expect to meet that person. Let me just flip back these cards that flipped open earlier. Okay, I think, yep, that's about right. Ooh, so many cards came out, but let's just take this one. You have the Five of Wands with competition, conflict, and reality. To be honest, it is going to take some effort from your end before you're able to meet that person. It seems like you're currently in a distracted energy, distracted or even possibly frazzled and anxious energy. You have too many things going on in your life that's distracting you from your purpose, and it's important to clear those things away and, as we talked about earlier, rebuild your foundation to support your passion and purpose. You have to put in that work before you are able to, meet that person. As for how soon it's going to take, I think for a lot of you, the answer is 6 months, which I guess isn't that far away of a time frame. It really depends on how much effort you put towards it. I also feel like in the in the Five of Wands, they have a lot of things to clear up in their life as well. They have distractions going on as well. So even though this reading is about what you can do to move towards them, I think they are also doing things, clearing up things in your life, in their life, to make room for you to go towards you. It seems like both parties are putting in equal effort, and I'm getting the feeling of you guys meeting each other in the pretty much in the middle of a time frame or a cycle. So it could be the middle of a year, so 6 months, or it could be if you are in an education program, half of the length of that program. Yeah, that's all the messages that I have for you. I hope this reading has been helpful. Please keep in mind to follow your passion, follow your purpose. Don't question yourself anymore. It is going to bring you to the person on your mind. So have confidence, give yourself confidence, and practice self-encouragement. Okay? And with all that said, I just want to end this reading right here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hi Group 2s, welcome to your reading. I will start by shuffling your cards, and please keep in mind the question of how you can manifest your soulmate or twin flame or counterpart, whatever you resonate with. We are using a Claude Monet deck today. Each card has got a Monet painting on it, and it's very beautiful. Very excited to be using it for the first time. It's sort of a housewarming gift for myself. So, we are going to be structuring today's reading roughly as your energy on this side, their energy on that side, and in the middle we will be looking at how you can go towards that person in a roughly chronological order. Let's give them one more shuffle. Oops. These cards are not coming in. Anyway, let's try one more time. Okay, that's good enough. And let's look at your energy first. Alright, you have the Strength card with power, self-belief, and courage at the bottom. I have no idea what this painting is, but I think it's a Monet painting. And it's actually very interesting that they use this painting to represent strength, because in the traditional tarot, it's usually a woman and a lion representing the Strength card. Let's look at their energies. They are taking a while to communicate with us, but they have the Knight of Cups with romance, idealistic, and seduction. I think they are stepping into this idealistic and romantic energy though. That's who they are at heart, but for some reason they're not letting this side of them come through quite yet. And on your end, you have the Strength card. I feel like you are very resilient. You've had to work on self-improvement and transformation a lot. You've definitely asked the questions of how I can step into my highest self, how I can, what I can do so that my life is aligned with the best version of it. However, I am getting a feeling that, like how they haven't stepped into their full passionate self yet, you also haven't stepped into your strong and powerful and confident self yet. You're on the way there, but you're not quite there yet. You can be more confident than you already are. I say that because I get the feeling that you guys would hesitate if someone were to ask you if you're confident, and you would hesitate to sort of introduce yourself, market yourself out there. like the elevator pitch, they say you have to pitch yourself very well if you suddenly meet a superior or a connection that you want to make in an elevator. You have like 15 seconds to make your pitch. I feel like that's not your strongest suit yet. You're working on it though. Let's look at what you can do in order to meet that person. You have temperance with harmony, abstinence, and patience. It takes patience to build up self-confidence, right? It's something we have to practice, starting with small things. And the second card is Seven of Swords with deception, trickery, and theft. This card is about taking something back that was once yours or that was supposed to be yours. Interesting. I feel like this card is about things that you are already worthy of that perhaps have been denied to you. Whether because someone else took it or because you didn't have the confidence to take it for yourself. And your third card is Six of Swords with transition, moving, and travel. Okay, a huge possibility for this group is traveling to study abroad. If you have applied to a program and you've been denied entry to it, I think you are getting it the next time you apply, or perhaps in this current cycle. That's a very specific message, so it might only apply to a few of you. So if that's not your case, then this is about you taking back something that was supposed to be yours and you moving, traveling, going to a different place for it. This could be traveling to give a speech, traveling because your work is presented elsewhere and you're going there to market yourself, your work, your business. There's a strong message about being able to market yourself confidently and strongly. Actually, I think you might meet that person, your soulmate or future husband, wife, counterpart, once you move, once you go to that conference, that speech, once you go to that program, once you take back what is meant to be yours. That's where you're going to meet that person. Okay, I think I want to look at advice for how you can improve your self-confidence and perhaps what has been holding you back from being able to market yourself confidently. You have the Two of Cups with connection, marriage, and partnership. Two messages coming through. One is that for some of you, there's been heartbreak in the past that has hurt your confidence, especially confidence in a romantic relationship. Another message is that you care so much about the other person and you sort of feel insecure even if you haven't met them yet, because you want to give them the best version of you. So you are censoring yourself and you want to improve yourself for that person. But I feel like that self-censorship has also caused this lack of confidence. You also have the Wheel of Fortune with destiny, destination, and karma. This is definitely a very karmic or important soul connection. Karmic connection is not a bad word. It just means that your connection with that person is very long-standing and you're meant to be with that person. Also, taking back that opportunity that was meant to be yours is also a very defining moment of your life. It's going to open your life to a whole other level. And I think it's going to broaden your ideas of what you can achieve in your life and bring you towards more connections, more business connections that will help your business thrive. There is a message in the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords that even though this is going to be a very important moment of your life when you enter into this new program, or travel to that place for a business conference or speech or whatever the opportunity is, it's important that you keep a light-hearted attitude towards it. Don't take it too seriously. Your confidence is going to come from knowing that this is what you already deserve. This is what you are already capable of. I feel like perhaps one reason you've been shy about marketing yourself is that you don't feel good enough to market yourself confidently. You don't feel like you're equally capable as the people you're trying to connect with. But that's not the case. I think you've been overly critical of yourself because you've been taking this new opportunity and that person that you're supposed to be with too seriously. You've put them on a pedestal, so to speak. I think you have to put yourself on that pedestal as well and see that you already match whatever you want to connect with. You can already bring to that person as much as they can bring to you. You're equal partners already. You're equal partners with your soulmate or twin flame, and you're equal partners with business connections. They say if you can't, what's that saying? Like, fake it until you make it. I think that's the attitude that you should take when you talk to business associate or business connections. Let's take one more card to see if there's anything else the cards want to say to you about improving your confidence. You have the Judgment card with reflection, liberation, and hope. This is about trusting your decisions to go for that program, go for that opportunity. I think you also have to clear yourself from past influences, especially past failures. Whatever did not work out in the past, whether that's a relationship or applications that were denied, that happened in the past, and you have the skill and the choice of not having that repeat again in the present and the future. In the Strength card, I can see that you've already done a lot of self-healing and improvement. You aren't who you once were. I think there is the fear of, what if I'm still that person? What if I'm not capable of this new opportunity? In that case, the advice from this card is to visualize and feel the excitement of getting that new opportunity, the excitement of meeting that person. You have to really just imagine what it's going to feel like once you are with that person, once you've gotten that opportunity that's supposed to be yours anyway. That feeling of excitement can help you push past any insecurity or self-doubt that you have, and it's going to give you the energy to go out there and market yourself confidently. Yeah, let's look at time frames for when you will meet your person. Ooh, this card came out already. It's the Three of Swords. With grief, heartbreak, and suffering. It's not exactly the happiest card in tarot, but it's a very authentic and honest card. I think you really have to take responsibility for your inner healing and do whatever you can do to boost your confidence level. And you have Eight of Wands with excitement, speed, and movement. Things will happen very, very fast once you are able to claim what's yours. I think it's really just the mindset shift of I'm worthy of that thing I want to achieve and that opportunity I want to acquire. So that's the honest truth that tarot wants to tell you. You have to understand that you are worthy for these opportunities to come into your life. And once you have that self-worth, they will come to you very quickly, because I feel like these are things that you've been wanting intensely for quite a while. So you've done that manifestation work already. You just have to release the block of insecurity and self-doubt. Yeah, the single most important message I want to leave you with is to visualize the feeling of excitement, to really feel it, feel how happy it's going to make you feel, how great your life will be once you accept that you're worthy, once you step into that new life, that new beginning. Okay? And yeah, that's where I want to end this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope this reading gave you some clarity and hope. I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hi Group 3s, welcome to your reading. You picked the tea container. And I'm gonna start by shuffling your cards. As I'm shuffling, please keep in mind the question of how you can manifest your soulmate or counterpart or twin flame, whatever label you resonate with. We will first look at your energies and then their energies. I'm gonna put the card for your energies on this side and theirs on that side, and we will be looking at how you can go towards them in the roughly chronological order with the cards in the middle. Okay. I feel like already I'm feeling a very eclectic and fun and curious energy from this group. You could be into collecting things, or you like to travel a lot and you get souvenirs from all the places that you've been. There is a feeling of wanting to do a lot in this lifetime, wanting to sort of, specifically I'm seeing some of you guys collecting certificates, certificates of skills. Alright, and your card is the Hermit. It says introspection, solitude, and insight. This is actually a Claude Monet tarot deck, and each card has got a Monet painting on it. I have no idea what this painting is, but I've been enjoying this deck a lot so far. It's a housewarming gift for myself. And the card for their energy, representing the person that you want to connect with, you want to be with. Alright, we have, the Claude Monet tarot. I did not take out this card, I guess. Well, this is actually not a tarot card, it's just a card for the deck, so I guess let's reshuffle. They have the Magician with willpower, action, and creation. Wow! Even though this reading is about how you can go towards them, I really think what's gonna happen for this group is that they're gonna go towards you. They're gonna find you and they're gonna come to you. It's like you're just doing your own thing, you're having your own fun and going about your day, and suddenly there they are. I'm getting that feeling strongly. I think you guys are very creative people, and you're very passionate about what you do for a living, or about whatever you're studying, whatever you're creating, and that already consumes a lot of your time. So it's not as though you have the time or energy to go out there and meet people just to meet new people. You guys are already very fun people though, so things like going out, going to bars, going to restaurants might already be something that's in your routine. If that's your case, then I would say just continue doing what you're already doing, have the fun that you're already having, and you will meet them. You have the Ace of Wands with inspiration, desire, and also weakness. And your second card for how you can manifest that person or wait for them to come to you is, let's see. You are very attractive, by the way. I think that's why they're coming to you, not the other way around. You have the Seven of Pentacles with patience, persistence, and diligence. Strong message coming from these two cards about following through with a project. If you are, if you have the habit of starting things and not finishing them, definitely finish them. And Ten of Pentacles. You will sort of coincidentally meet that person when you achieve success, whatever success means to you. If you have a goal that you want to achieve, a goal for your work or creative project, I think you will meet that person when you achieve that goal. Especially if this is about money and about abundance, about resources. In the Ace of Wands, your journey towards them starts with your commitment to practicing a skill and enhancing that skill. This is something that's going to take hard work from your end, and you have to be willing to put in the effort, be diligent about it, go at it every single day, practice every single day. You guys could be creatives or artists, musicians who have to practice their crafts every day. Also, writers, actors, whatever, all sorts of creative people. So it's important for you to make time for your craft every single day. I know this is about a soulmate reading and not a career or creativity reading, but this is what's coming through, because the way to manifest that person is to focus on your goals, your creativity, and your attractiveness. You know, you pursuing your dream is going to be very attractive to that person because they are the magician. The magician likes to create things. They like to make their life exactly the way they want it, and they're very much attracted to like energies. They like people who can take responsibility for their life, for their craft, their career, and they like people who can create what they want in their life, because that's also who they are. And now I want to take some clarifiers for each card representing how you will manifest that person. Clarifying the Ace of Wands, we have the Sun with vitality, optimism, and success. To clarify the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands with success, achievement, and reward. Twice, the word success has come out. It's really about, as I said earlier, achieving your own success before you meet that person. And to clarify the Ten of Pentacles, we have Seven of Wands with courage, determination, and defense. I think they are going to come into your life when you face a kind of challenge, when you do something difficult in your life. This feels like a big presentation you have to give, a big conference you have to participate in. In the Seven of Wands, I'm almost hearing them giving you the encouragement to stick with it, to be confident, to follow through. Know that they are going to be waiting for you on the other end, on the other side. It's very possible that this situation is exactly how you meet that person. They're going to be at the same presentation or conference or whatever this thing is. And definitely in the Ten of Pentacles, the result of this challenge is very, very, very promising. I think you will be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve out of this challenge. As you are building up your craft, teamwork is also very important. Teamwork is coming through the Six of Wands. So it's good to find yourself a collaborative group of people who are like-minded, who are interested in the same creative talents that you have. And I think you guys will be able to help each other stay on top of your practice. So for example, checking in with each other, if you guys have done your practice for that day or not, that can be very, very, very helpful. All right, let's look at time frames for when you can expect to meet that person. I feel like your group is very straightforward reading. There's not that much mystery involved. It's just about you putting in the effort to build up your craft, your talent, and achieve success for yourself. And that's when you're going to meet that person. So let's look at when you will find success and when you will meet that person. You have the Knight of Pentacles with efficiency, routine, and dependability. It's really echoing everything that we've said so far about establishing, diligence and dependability for yourself. So I do think this person is going to come into your life when you have a set routine, when you can commit to doing your practice every single day. You also have the Four of Swords with rest, break, and restoration. So you don't have to wait that long to meet that person, for them to meet you actually. There's also the feeling of you guys being caught off guard. So for example, if you have to give a big presentation, then it's like once you've done your part, you're taking a break and having a sip of water, and you look up and there they are. I'm getting the feeling that they are going to come quite unexpectedly into your life, even though we've said that they will come into your life when you achieve success and face that challenge. Springtime is a very likely time frame, especially if that's when you have to, enter that program or give that presentation or whatever. Spring and the summer season, when things are blooming, when things are ripe, I think that's when you will meet your soulmate or counterpart or twin flame. That's all the messages that I have for you, group number 3. I really hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope it gave you some clarity and hope for the future. Thank you so much for listening in, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye!